the lineup becoming increasingly crowded, we asked peers about the vibe in the water.
Like a brotherhood really, and didn't have any hassles or anything. The odd Australian came here, the guy, this odd Australian that could surf was very welcome. A couple that were bullshit and dropped in and that sort of thing, they got yodeled out of here. But look, the early days, the guys had a magic time, you know, it was really a lekker time. But obviously when it got popular and got crowded, things started getting a bit hectic now and again. But if you knew where to take off and you paddled in, you could still get your waves relatively easily. There was plenty of waves for everyone. But if you hustled and you dropped in and that sort of thing, they didn't like that. So it was odd punch thrown and a couple of oaks got run out of town and that sort of thing. But it happens everywhere in the world when it gets crowded.
A lot of clandestine activity took place on these dunes during the late 1960s, a factor that ultimately deepened the rift between the surfers, authorities and the local townsfolk.
68, I think it was, the Americans arrived in town, roaring with their flipping Land Rover on the beach, cameras mounted on top. Tim and Mary Kramer, they did the first article on Jeffrey's Bay, exposing the place. Maxie Wetland said, hey, you people are making this place look like a Vietnam battleground with all the tire tracks on the beach. But then there was quite a crew of them, doing yoga, chanting Aum, and fasting. Never heard of fasting, really. And eating smoothies, beautiful fruit smoothies. Lovely. They rented a house, a White House, up above magnitudes. And according to Nat Young in his book, History of Surfing, some of these Americans were part of the Brotherhood of Eternal Light.
They actually had the hallucinogenic drugs. They introduced us to those things. LSD, L25, psilocybin, and there was something else that they had, that they used to actually sell to us, you know.
It's a new dawn.